Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good day so far. As you can see, Zell just moved into my island and I'd like to build him a nice outdoor area. The indoor portion of his house is pretty fancy. It's got the gorgeous city skyline, some really classy furniture, including a billiard set and a lovely grand piano. So what I'd like to do is create a nice little classical music arena or area so that you can have guests come over and have soirees. So this is just a small yard that he has in this villagey area in my island, and what I'm going to do is fill it in with a bit of a stage inspired by an oil painting by the artist Adolph von Menzel. It's called The Flute Concert. It is also known as Frederick the Great playing the flute at Sanssouci. It is a painting depicting Frederick the Great, as the name implies, and he's at center stage playing the flute, surrounded by dignitaries and famous musicians. What I like about this painting is the fanciness, the gold, the hints of red, the sheer sort of exuberance or guess richness of the textures and the just the richness of this painting. Well, anyway, I'm going to try my best to replicate some of this. Well, maybe not necessarily replicate, but be inspired by the coloring and the richness in this little outdoor area that I'm going to make for Zell. So I'm going to start with putting down some flooring. Start construction. So one of the challenges with this is that we don't have the nice fancy flooring that's shown in the painting. I think if you wanted to, you could try to find something, oh, wrong button, find something, a custom path, but I thought I'd just stick with what was given to us. So it still looks like something decent in terms of a nice floor, but fit this outside and more rustic scenery that I have out here. So what's interesting about Adolph Menzel's work is that he has a great attention to detail in his historical paintings. It's told that he researched things carefully and made sure things were historically accurate. This painting includes a number of famous dignitaries. The one that I recognized was Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach, who was the fifth child of the famous Johann Sebastian Bach. And Carl Philipp Emanuel was also a well-known composer, or is a well-known composer by his own right as well. And the figure in the painting, who is the harpsichord player, would be him. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Menzel was a painter in the realism movement, which was a movement that came out of, or in a sense rejected, the romanticism of the period before that. So realism, or I guess realist work, tends to focus on, it's also called naturalism, focus on representing the material accurately or truthfully, as opposed to drawing stylistic or sticking more to the detail and what is seen as opposed to what is felt necessarily, while still invoking the feelings that you have with the subject matter. Adolph Menzel was known for, of course, paintings, but also drawings and etchings. His father was actually a lithographer, and owned a lithography business, which Menzel took over when his father passed away when he was a young person. I believe he was just about 17 or 18 when that happened. Here we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and start putting down some musical instruments and a hopefully rich or lush background with kind of this coppery color or gold color. Where did I put my... So yeah, here we go. The screens I felt like would be a nice background to place as a backdrop. And let's see here. I have a fancy gold, here we go, cancer table. And I'm going to place a candelabra on it. There were quite a few candelabras in that painting. Okay, it's a golden candlestick. Looks like a candelabra to me. Let's go ahead and place some seating. And I don't have fancy plush red lounges like they have in the painting. Hopefully we'll get something like that in the game. But these iron garden benches are quite fancy, I believe, and customized to his brown color matches the copper or the gold of this theme quite well, I think. Now I'm going to put the instruments down because those are the ones that are going to take up most of the space. Oh, there's that piano. And I'm putting hints of red here, including, for example, this piano bench. And there'll be a bit of a red accent with the, oh, I forget what it's called. The velvet stool, I believe. There it is. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. Where did it go? There it is. Adding that pan flute there to sort of pay homage to the great king playing his flute center stage in the painting. I think I may push this over just a little bit because I'm going to need room for all the other musicians. So here go the iron garden chairs. Menzel became quite well known for his depictions of Frederick the Great in particular. He did quite a few works summarizing this great king's life. Frederick the Great was the king of Prussia in the 1700s and had been a great patron for the arts and supported the Enlightenment. And apparently, according to this painting, he was a talented musician himself and supported the supported musicians and artists in his personal life as well. Okay. I'm going to put the cello out here. And we need a few violins. And let's place one over here. I think we're going to be close to done here. I have some music stands to throw in. I think I might just place a couple because these take up a lot of space and I just need enough for it to add to the scene. Oops. There we go. Oh, this looks quite nice. I think we're getting close. I had a couple of street lamps to add more lighting, particularly at night. And I like the, again, the copper color for this. And I have one last finishing touch. I think I'll put it out here. It'll be hidden, but if you walk by it, you might notice it. Just to add some more luxury, I guess, to this little corner here for the person who's watching the concert from here. Well, that is it. I'm glad you were able to join me on this. This is a quick build where I built an outdoor area for Zel's guests to have fancy soirees. I hope you are equally inspired to build classical or other kind of fancy, nice music areas for your villagers as well. Have a great day, everyone.